We would like to warn you that the next part of our program is not suitable for those of a nervous disposition. Boo! And now... it's time once again for the latest action-thrilled installment of The Fly of the Cursing Bumwat. Captured by the sinister slave trader Nanook of the North, played by David Hatch, Tim Brown-Windsor and his colleagues are carried off to Baghdad to be sold as slaves. Oh, what a disgrace. What ignominy to be haggled over like so many ferrets.
Like ferrets?
Not much, I prefer vultures.
Be that as it may, there we were in Baghdad, city of 1,000 delights.
Want a good time, Ducky?
City of 999. Nanook of the North led us through the streets bound hand and foot. He managed to hop along somehow.
As we trudged along, the natives jeered and catcalled. But on we went past the street vendors.
Buy your street here, lovely street, get your street.
And we managed to get some of the atmosphere of Baghdad. There was so much to make us curious, and we certainly were. But Nanook of the North was happy to answer our questions.
What is yonder crowd of aged shoemakers doing in that corner?
That's just a load of old cobblers.
Thank you.
And what's that?
That's the clock tower.
And so we passed the time. Till at last we came to the Caliph's palace.
Look at those magnificent mosques.
Yes, that one's built entirely from metal.
Incredible. And look, there's someone waving from the window.
Ah, yes, that must be the man in the Iron Mosque.
Of course. Near what splendid minarets.
May I have this done?
Certainly, I don't want it.
Enough. Here is the palace of the Caliph of Baghdad, and he's a jolly fine mate and all.
You can't do this to us. We are British.
I do indeed most deeply regret, most beautiful English scrubber, that this is not all the true state of the kettle of ferrets, as Shakespeare had it. And didn't Shakespeare have it? Now get in there, you old duckies.
Oh, I like it.
Hustled into the Caliph slave market, where business was already bustling.
Get your slaves, right slaves, 2 for a camel, hold them, feel them, they're lovely.
Round us, the merchants bartered amongst themselves.
Right then, you lot, get into that pen.
But we're being sprayed with water.
Yes, it's a fountain pen.
And the next.
Here comes the Caliph of Baghdad.
Make way for the Caliph of Baghdad, Peacock of the Orient, Lion of Arabia, Stallion of the East, Ferret of Southwest, too. Jewel of magnificence, most mighty one, all-powerful one, exalted one, Arsenal, too. Sultan of the Moon. Sultan of the Moon, 3 times, ruler of the desert, managing director of no fixed abode.
Don't do that, I feel so fragile this morning.
The Caliph made a splendid figure of a man, which he sold to us for 3 and 6. He stood before us drawing straight lines, every inch a ruler. On his head he wore a magnificent decorated fez. He was a handsome fellow, but he was also strong and cunning.
Yes, I'm not just a pretty fez. Right, let the auction begin.
I have here a delightful antique piece, well upholstered, but slightly in need of overhaul.
How dare you?
What am I bid for Lady Constance to cover it?
2 Bactrian camels.
3 Arab tents.
4 Dominoes.
5 rhubarb tarts.
6 Bedouins dancing.
7 eunuchs rampant.
8 yashmaks falling.
9 ferrets squeaking.
10 prunes stewing.
11 vultures singing.
12 new script riders.
And sold to the Caliph of Baghdad for 12 new scriptwriters, 11 vultures singing, 10 prunes stewing, 9 ferrets squeaking, 8 yashmaks falling, 7 eunuchs rampant, 6 Bedouins bouncing, 5 rhubarb tarts.
4 dromedaries, 3 Arab tents, 2 Bactrian camels.
Well, go on.
And a roll.
Hey!
That evening, the Caliph invited us all to a magnificent banquet in the main hall. Lady Constance sat on his right hand.
Get off my right hand.
Oh, Caliph, I was getting quite attached to you.
Allow me
me to introduce my relations. This is the Nabob of Bandicoot. He's my mother's brother.
Ah, Nabob's your uncle.
Quite. And this is the Vizier of Delhi. His wife's gone to the Holy Land.
Damascus?
No, Syria.
Right, carry on.
And now I think it's time for a little entertainment.
It's cabaret time. And tonight we have music from the band of Shake, Rattle and Roll, Caliph Richard and the Shadows, and dancing from I'm a Tub, the fattest belly dancer in the land.
She's gone to pot, I can tell you.
And straight from the New Delhi Katessan, the fabulous Salami will do the dance of the 7 veals.
Now, that was a cold meat joke. So we'll be putting one in each week from now on, just in case there's any cold meat listening. Thank you.
Well, slaves, what do you think of my little cabaret? Nobody insults my cabaret. Go and fetch the chief torturer. At once, sir.
No. The court will cower for the most fearsome and cruel inflictor of justice, the harbinger of pain and agony, the most wicked and dreadful chief torturer.
Oh, did somebody call? Who's for me rack, then?
No.
Well, possibly.
I've got the best rack in Arabia.
It's true.
Yes, I'm the king rack.
Oh, no, you're not.
Where shall I have you thrown, then? Perhaps the snake pit.
You fiend!
Or shall I throw you in the alligator pit?
You monster.
No, on second thoughts, I'll throw you in here.
Oh, no. Look at those hideous creatures in there. The ugly faces, the beady eyes, the slavering jaws. What ghastly place is this?
The orchestra pit. Right. Take them away, torturer.
Oh, I'm going to hurt you.
And do the job well, torturer. Or else I'll slap you in iron, stretch you between iron girders, flay you with broomsticks, beat you with barbed wire, and lash you with horsewhips.
Oh, promises.
And so we were tortured. And then put into the custody of the most brutal and terrifying villain yet.
Hit them.
Yes, oh master, your word is my command.
It's Masher Wilkins.
Yes, and I'm taking you all into custody.
What are you doing here?
I'm really a eunuch in disguise.
In disguise?
Yeah, in disguise uniform. Now, I'm going to throw you in possum.
You can't be so cruel.
Oh, mash up.
All fall down.
Shut up.
And so we were locked up down in the dungeons.
Oh, Lady Constance, why did they separate us from the men?
Courage, child, we shall soon be loose again.
Oh, how can you at a time like this?
I wish I knew.
There must be some way out. Look, there's a door in the floor.
It may be a trap.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's
Yes.
wonderful.
I can see down into another room. And listen, I think I heard a drip.
Hello, Auntie.
You're right.
It's all the others.
How can we reach them?
Squeeze through this little grill.
Well done, Auntie.
Thank heaven for little grills.
But listen, there's still that noise.
Good grief. I know, it must be the water torture.
Water torture?
Yes, and it's getting worse. There's water seeping through the ceiling. There's water dripping through everywhere.
Call for help.
Hello? It's no good, even the phone's tapped.
Water's up around my knees.
It's over my ankle.
It's over my head.
What next? Will our gallant friends survive the terrible ordeal? Can they stand the dreadful torture? Will they escape with their senses unthrilled? Does the Tig Socket know the plans of Knocker Potts, the vulture tamer? Will the grid-fettling, moon-strumpling pin jacket welcome their gasset tweedies? Does the gatter moppet really want to go walkies? What does it all mean?
Send your answers on a postcard.
Where is the green eye of the little yellow dog?
Here it is, David.
Not yet, you fools.
Listen again next week, and don't forget to... Oh, dear.